So I spent 13 years building an agency, and then I walked away from it. I left my comfort zone, I landed in a new country, and then I just didn't know what I wanted to do anymore. So for context, I co-founded a creative agency in Malaysia called Blank Slate, and it's been like 13 years now, including some of those years where we were known as Core Studios. That was basically my whole adulthood up to that point. And I wasn't the guy that was in the spotlight. I was more of behind the scenes kind of operator. I was managing clients, handling the business operations, team stuff, finance, admin, those kind of stuff. And for a long time, I thought that was just who I was. The planner, the operations guy. Because two of my other co-founders, they were like the frontliners. They're an influencer, creator, and people generally know who they are and what they do. But if I'm honest, I think the part that actually meant something to me was never really the work that we put out. It was more so the people, building something with my team, watching someone get better with what they do, helping people move forward basically, whether it's in their careers or in their work, no matter what role they are, whether it's designers, editors, or even client-facing. Those kind of stuff gave me a reason to actually look forward to waking up every morning and come to office. At the same time though, I was feeling the cost of it. I was always busy, my to-do list doesn't seem to run out. I felt like I was responsible for way more things than I should be. And I was telling myself, well, it is my company after all. And so of course, I'm going to be busy building my own company. So I deemed it normal. And then I started having more conversations with other people, especially like my wife, on what we actually want for our future. You know how people always like to ask, what's your long-term goal? For me, it was starting a family, having kids, prioritizing our quality of life and our health. And that's when I knew something had to change. My wife's a medical doctor, and at that time she was working in a government hospital in Malaysia with like super long hours, super low salary. I mean, just to give you a comparison, an account manager working in my agency was earning more than what my wife was getting for saving other people's lives. On top of that, she doesn't actually get a say in where she wants to work because doctors in a public sector just gets posted in different states every now and then. Now, you tell me, with the long hours, the low pay, the uncertainty in where you're gonna be sent to next, is that conducive for raising a family? I would say not really. So we started looking at Australia, but we went in with the mindset of, hey, well, let's just apply and see. If the opportunity comes, we'll consider it. If it doesn't, we'll just make do with staying in Malaysia. Either way, we were at peace with it. And then she got a job offer from 2 different states in Australia and eventually accepted the one in Perth because it was closer to our home country. And just like that, we started the beginning of 2025 in a new country, which is Australia. We landed in a new place, no immediate family here, just 2 of us trying to build a life from scratch as immigrants in Australia. Not long after arriving here, I got a full-time job as well. Part of me actually wanted that because I was curious about what it felt like to be on the other side after being an agency founder for like the past decade now. So I joined a local marketing agency as a social media content strategist. But that chapter didn't last long. By the end of May last year, I got let go during probation. And now, before you start judging, I don't think it was really about the performance. If it was, I wouldn't even have received their monthly employee award within my short time there. They never had a social media team before I joined. I was hired to kickstart their social media offering, and my role just didn't fit their business trajectory the way they thought it would. So yeah, that happened. Even though I was trying to be positive about it, it still affected our financial plan as a couple, especially in a country with the currency almost 3 times stronger than what you've been earning back home, you know? So at that point, I was deciding, do I look for another job right away, or do I try building something? And I chose to build. few months after that, I was trying a lot of things for financial reasons. I've done coaching, I've done content creation, I've done affiliate marketing. Honestly, it was too many things. And the pattern was always almost the same. I would see someone online making an income from something, so I would do my own research, try it, and then I would find out, hey, maybe this isn't the right thing. Either the income wasn't consistent, or the result was slow, or maybe halfway through I just realized that I don't really care about that business enough. And that was the real issue. I wasn't choosing these things because they mean something to me. I was choosing them because I needed them to work for me financially. I was unemployed in a new country, so every meal, every bill, every small little thing, it adds up and I could feel the financial burden piling up. So I went into all these things with the wrong mindset. Like, I need this to work for me financially, like fast. And that mindset was definitely the wrong way to approach things. In fact, I wasn't really building, I was just reacting, if I'm being honest. And at some point, I was even asking myself, what am I really doing? Did we make the right call coming to Australia? And that was also around when I was starting to spend more personal time with God. Like, I would say I'm still early in my faith, but all this time, my wife and I has kept each other accountable and encouraged each other. I had to stop trying to carry every single problem and every uncertainty by myself and just trust God. Honestly, I felt kind of like a failure because I set out to do and build something of my own, but I didn't get to. And on the flip side, I found a job eventually. I took on a part-time role at another content agency here in Perth so that I would have the space to actually start thinking clearly again without all that financial pressure. This whole phase has helped me learn that despite how everyone glorifies like being able to multitask and do so many things at the same time, it is always better to just focus on one main thing at a time. Well, despite not finding a clean breakthrough last year, it still helped me discover one thing about myself. The root of a lot of things that I do actually comes from fear. Fear of failing, fear of being incapable, like useless, and for a very long time, I had tied my personal identity to my successful agency back in Malaysia. And now I have to let go of that version of myself. I'm still a co-founder, but I'm no longer involved in the day-to-day operations. So over the last year, I've been questioning myself, who am I now if I'm not involved with my agency? What is my identity? I don't really have a solid answer to that yet, but I'm definitely more okay sitting with that now compared to last year. So before I wrap up this video, I just want to conclude with this. It is very important to know the reason why you're doing something. When I was chasing money, running away from fear of scarcity, I made some impatient decisions, I made some fear-based decisions. But when I started asking what I actually wanted to build in the long run, that's when my perspective and decisions start to change. And now, I guess I've gone through all these things myself. So now I'm a big believer of asking myself, why? And that's also a big part of why I'm starting this new YouTube channel. I see YouTube as a long-term game, long-term adventure for myself, where I can look back 5 to 10 years down the road and hopefully it'll feel like, wow, Brian, you've actually come this far, you've improved your speaking, you've improved your confidence as well. And not only that, you've also helped many people build things that they're proud of. So yeah, I just wanted to build something that I'm proud of and something that fits my life. If that resonates, I hope to see you in the next video. See ya.